Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a bead head March brown nymph. The hook I have in the vise is a 5262. This is a size 12. This is 2 extra long, 2 extra heavy from Green Caddis Outfitters, greencaddis.com. I have a 3mm bead on the hook, and we're going to add a little more weight. I have 15 thousandths lead-free wire. I'm going to just put this in the thorax area. And you could adjust the amount of weight you want according to the situation you are in. I'm going to push that wire up inside the bead. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold over that last little bit. I'm going to use brown thread, and this is 140 denier. This is 6/0. And we're going to start the thread behind the lead wraps. Make a little bit of a taper there. We're going to go up onto the lead wraps. And we're going to bring that thread down to the tail position, right where it would hang at the barb of the hook. And we'll remove the excess. For the tail, we're going to use 3 pheasant tail center fibers. And we want this tail to be just about the length of the body. Wrap that in. And get rid of that excess. We're going to come back with the wraps, and we're going to put a wrap underneath the tail and pull that up, and that will help you to split those tails nicely. Now for our rib, I have brown. This is Kevlar thread. You want a brown rib, and we're going to attach that. Keep that near the bottom there. Now for our dubbing, I have a mixture of amber and a cream antron. Before we put the dubbing on, I'm going to put some dubbing wax on that thread. Antron is a little difficult when trying to make a loop, a noodle. We're going to start out thin, and we're going to make it a little heavier in the middle. We want our abdomen to be tapered. I'm going to leave that dubbing a little bit away from the end there. That way I can go back and start it off properly. Let me get that on there just a bit more. And we'll stop at the thorax. Now we're going to take our rib and palmer that forward. We'll get a nice distinct rib there. When you get to the top, you can put a couple extra wraps in there. It's only thread. And then we can remove the excess. Now for our wing case, we're going to take our pheasant tail center, and we're going to make the wing case with the dark side. And that side we want to be showing, so we're going to tie that with it down. And if you like, you can use the tips for the legs. What you would do is leave off the front as much as you want the leg to be long. We're going to tie that in right there. And you bring that right up to the bead. You can see it splitting it now. We're going to take more of our dubbing, put a little more wax on there. And we want the thorax to be heavier, so we're going to dub this thicker. We're going to see how much that will do. And I can see I'm going to need more. Now we can take our legs and divide them. Try to get them divided evenly. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to take the far side first and pin them to the side. Bring my close side. Oop. My thread keeps getting in my way there. And pin them to this side. And there we have our legs. I'm going to put just a small pinch of dubbing on there. Oh, my thread slipped. I'm going to pull my legs back once again. And wrap that in. Now we take our wing case and fold that over. Put a couple wraps in front. And trim that off. I'm going to take once again just the slightest amount of dubbing to hide that thread. Take my whip finish. We're going to take our head cement and put some head cement on the bead towards the rear of the bead, and it will slide right down into the, and here we have the March Brown Nymph. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends, leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.